upset with, whoever you are frustrated with, forgive them and let it go. Because there's some things you're not going to get out of until you let it go. Unforgiveness puts you in bondage. Kind of remind me of that little boy. He had a piece of trash and he was shooting it into a little glass vase. And he made it. And the trash went in the vase. He stuck his hand in there to get the trash. He got the trash, but he couldn't get his hand out the vase. His hand was stuck. And he looked at his dad. He said, "Dad, my hand is stuck in the vase." His dad said, "Well, son, if you let go of that trash, if you let go of that mess, you might be able to free yourself." He said, "But Daddy, what am I supposed to do about the trash?" He said, "Let me deal with that. You just let it go." And when he let it go, the father took the vase, turned it upside down, and dumped the trash out. Hello, somebody. And somebody in here right now is in bondage right now, in captivity, because you're holding on to something. You're holding on to what they did to you. You're holding on to how they mistreated you. You're holding on to how they hurt you. And therefore you're in bondage. But my Father in heaven sent me here to tell his children, let it go. But Lord, what am I supposed to do about what they did to me? What about how they hurt me? What about how they crippled me? What about how they broke my heart? God said, let me deal with that. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I will repay. You release it so you can free yourself. Well, some of y'all can't wave your hand right now because you're holding on to it. Drop it. Kind of remind me of my son, Zach. I took him to the restroom and I teach him when you get through to flush. I took him to the restroom in this restaurant, nice restaurant, and he went in. And after he got through doing his business, he said, "Daddy, it ain't going away." I said, "Huh, son?" He said, "The mess, it ain't leaving." I said, "Go on, flush it." He said, "It ain't leaving. I can't flush it." So I went into the little stall where it was, and I saw that little red light blinking there. I said, "Oh," I said, "Son, this is one of those sensor commodes." I said, "Son, the only way that mess is going to leave, you got to walk away from it." I said, "As long as you're standing right there in front of it, it ain't going to leave. It's going to stay right there." He said, "But when you walk away," I said, "Watch it." He walked away and said, whoosh. And see, some of y'all trying to figure out why that mess won't go away. Some of y'all trying to figure out why it's still there. It's because you standing right in front of it. You constantly looking at how they mistreated you, how they did you wrong, how they hurt your feelings, how they broke your heart. But my Father sent me here into your stall to tell you, if you walk away, slap three people and tell them, walk away from it. You have stopped tithing because of what somebody has done to you. You don't come to church like you used to. Yes, because of what some sister has done to you. Yes, but I found out everything that happens in our life is either God allowed or God arranged. And I found out whenever the Lord arranges a thing or whenever he allows a thing, it's because he knows the thing is going to work out for your good. Yes, is there anybody here that can testify it wasn't until you came out of it that you looked back into it and said, had I not gone through it, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Ain't God all right? I thank God for my mountain. I thank him for my valley. I thank him word could solve them, how would I know what faith in his word could do? Through it all, I've learned something. I've learned to trust in the Lord. Through it all, I've learned to lean and depend on his word. What a fellowship, what a joy divine. Leaning, leaning on the Lord. Ain't it all right? Say yeah, say yeah, say yeah. Look at your neighbor, say neighbor. Haters deserve to be thanked. Yeah, thank you haters. Had it not been for you, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Had it not been for my haters, I wouldn't be leaning on God right now. Had it not been for my haters, I wouldn't be high right now. Hey God, all right. Say yeah. Yeah. I got to leave. I got to leave you. But I'm reminded of a true story about Howard Thurman's mother during the 60s. She was the first black to move in a rich white neighborhood. Oh Lord, when she moved into that rich white neighborhood, the whites were so upset that she had moved into the neighborhood. When she drove down the street, they would give her the finger. Oh Lord, they would say, nigga, get out the neighborhood. But Miss Thurman stood steadfast, unmovable, always about it. Miss Thurman lived next to a rich white lady who was prejudiced, who didn't want to see her in that house. And this rich white lady had a chicken coop in her backyard, and she was so mean, she would take the manure from the chickens and throw it over in Miss Thurman's backyard. She would take chicken crap, she would take chicken mess and throw it over in Miss Thurman's backyard. Week after week, day after day, year after year, she would throw that crap over in Miss Thurman's yard. Mrs. Thurman didn't say one word. All out. But how many know tonight the Lord don't like ugly? This white lady had a massive heart attack. They had to rush her to the hospital. When they got her stable, they put her in a room in the hospital. Guess who her first visitor was? It was Miss Thurman. She showed up with some beautiful roses. All of the white lady saw and just started crying. Oh, Miss Thurman, I'm so sorry. Here you are to visit me, and I've treated you so mean. I've been so cruel to you. It was me that threw the chicken crap over in your backyard. It was me that took that manure and threw it in your backyard. I'm so sorry. Mrs. Thurman didn't say a word. She just gave her the rose. White lady smelled them. She said, Miss Thurman, these are some beautiful roses that you've given to me. What florist did you get the roses from? Miss Thurman said, I didn't get them from no florist. She said, well, what store did you buy the roses from? She said, I didn't get them from no store. The white lady said, well, where did you get them from? She said, you remember that crap you threw away in my yard? You remember that chicken manure that you threw over in my yard? Well, I used that manure to fertilize my garden. That's where the roses came from. They came from what you did to me. They came taking a lot of crap off of somebody.